to launch the search for Britain's next makeup star in the return of glow. And he's been campaigning about this on Twitter quite a lot.
But it's something that, you know, a lot of us don't think about.
Absolutely.
And it's really good that Jenny's brought it to the fore, isn't it?
Smashing.
Right then, it's time, everybody, to welcome Maya Jama. Good to see you. You're one of the few people, actually, we saw during lockdown. You came in, didn't you, a few months ago?
Wasn't that long ago, yeah.
It wasn't. And we were talking to Ollie about how nice it's starting to feel, you know, coming out of lockdown slowly, ditching an elasticated waist. I don't know why I'm looking at you. I'm so sorry.
I mean, evil.
She's a ditching.
I mean, really.
But your new show, Glow Up, is all about championing that, isn't it? It's all about makeup. I mean, it's real escapism. So for anybody who hasn't seen it, because it's been on before, isn't it? But you're the new host. Tell us a bit about it. Then.
So it's series 3. It's actually on right now, but you can watch it after this show, obviously. Don't change it. And it's pretty much a makeup competition. The easiest way I describe it is, did you ever see America's Next Top Model?
Yes.
Back in the day. That for makeup artists. And they're getting real jobs out of it. Like, they get massive careers after and all this exposure. And it's a really big journey of these people that come out of nowhere, start with a passion and flourish as these incredible makeup artists at the end. And there's one winner, and they do loads of exciting challenges. And you really get emotionally invested into every single one of them because they are all so talented and the things that they can do is insane.
The creativity is off the chart.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at a trailer.
Hi, everyone. Hands up if you're the new girl.
Witness the glow up when we show up, eyes on us,
You cannot teach creativity.
It's stressful. If this makeup came out on the set, it would have to go back.
Hoping I've done enough. I want to be an icon in the makeup world. It's a work of art.
Really impressive.
I just want to look at it forever.
Really understated.
Yeah,
But it's
very
proper
casual.
artistry,
Very day
isn't
look.
It is, yeah. I think a lot of people hear about makeup and they're like, oh, what's that? Bit of contour. But this is actual art. The things that they're doing, they're removing eyebrows and creating a whole new face shape.
Well, I mean, look.
She looks beautiful.
Excuse you!
Cheeky.
Michael.
Cheeky.
Well, the series has been running for 2 years, but this is your first.
It's my first.
doing it.
Yeah, I'm the new one.
You enjoying it?
I am, yeah. So we filmed the whole series during the pandemic. Like, it was the most insane situation because you could touch. We were all getting tested every second and we were all in a bubble together, but that was my first time actually being able to hug strangers and form these new bonds. So we became like best friends during. It's like an unreal situation you're not usually in when doing a show. So I think we got closer sooner rather than...
And what a lovely show to be presenting.
Yeah.
But, you know, in every episode, there's a guest judge, isn't there? So in this series, then, who can we expect is going to turn up?
So, loads of legends, pure legends. Lisa Aldridge is in there, makeup icon.
Wow.
Then you've got Ate Joelle, she's on there. She's on the first episode, actually, you'll see her. But I think my favourite guest was Les Childs. Do you know about Les? Oh, my God, iconic.
Who's Les? I mean, have I
don't know.
So he's like queen of ballroom, you know,
really
like
wanna know.
voguing and all of that. And he's just a legend when it comes to that stuff. So there's an episode dedicated to Pose, which I don't know how much I can say about.
Oh, my goodness.
But it was my favourite and I got to Vogue in it and was walking around like best. It's fun.
But this is how we've come to know, really, us people who haven't been into makeup. It's through drag makeup now, because we're seeing a lot more of that on our screens.
Drag makeup's like elite. It's where all the contouring came from, isn't it? And all the like changing eyebrows up here.
Well, I do know a little bit about it.
Okay.
I've done a bit of transformation.
Oh, don't do yourself down. You're an expert.
Oh, wow.
This is Michael Ball as Edna in the musical Hairspray.
I mean, come on.
There he is.
Yes, Edna.
And he does all his own makeup.
Yeah?
Well, you did it yourself.
Beautiful.
Yeah!
I'm not sure what Val and Don would have given you.
It's not great, is it? It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not. I need to work on it, I think. But I'm a bit out of practice, so... Will this series give... Forget what you just saw there. Will it actually give us tips and
100%. If you're not that into makeup or you don't know much about it, you will leave watching that show knowing everything. I even changed how I do my day-to-day makeup looks now.
Did you?
Key tips. So instead of doing your bronzers and your blushes and everything here, which everybody thinks you should do, you lift everything up, so go higher and snatched lift.
But yeah, I mean, look.
Yeah.
People will be right now to this thinking, I'm going out for the first time in a year next weekend. My blush is going to start here.
Everything up, yeah, not too high, not by the eyebrows, but just your lifting, everything.
Right.
So I learnt that. and just eyeliner tricks and how to do different eyelashes. It's amazing.
Here's an interesting thing, though, on the reverse of that. You said today that you were going to stop using filters on the phone.
Yeah.
Again, this is not something I know about, and I clearly need to. But this is where you can actually change what you look like in a picture on a selfie.
Yeah, on Instagram.
And then you start losing perception of what you actually look like.
Well, yeah, I never said I would stop completely, but I just think there are times when you get happy with the filters, and during lockdown I'd be heavy on them, having to play about, because they're fun most of the time. But then you can get to a stage where you look at your face without the filter and you're like, oh, actually, I prefer the filter face, and I think that's when it can get a bit problematic. But I'd say use everything in moderation, really. Like, use it, have fun with it, but show the reality too. So
Is this something you use, Ollie?
Yeah, I just
love a filter.
For sure, and I really hear what Maya's saying, though, that, like, I think putting out something that's, like, really heavily filtered all the time just can be a bit it's just...
We just lose the reality a bit.
And the thing is, the further you go with it, the further you think, oh, no, I can't put a real picture because it's a bit too frightening for people.
It's just whatever you see, you get used to.
Yeah,
That's
it's a bit of fun. It's just when you cross the line into it becoming a bit of an obsession and not, you know, wanting to show your true self, I suppose.
And our imperfections are good, guys.
Yeah, we love that.
It. We love our
flaws. Reality.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays as well, it's changing. Nobody wants to see a fake image all the time. You want to see the real. So,
I don't even know about filters. I want them.
I mean, Carrie says, I think filters can be hugely damaging. No one should need a filter to make themselves appear more beautiful. We all have blemishes. It isn't a realistic view of beauty, of course.
Janet says, I loathe them. I see so many people using them and think that's not how you look. Very sad that they're not confident enough to be themselves.
Although it is quite funny when you can turn yourself into a cat and all those. I mean, those are different types of filters, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's the
there's
proper
different ones.
Now, Lulu. Oh, well. Why is Ollie wearing his PJs?
Lulu!
Shady!
Because I wanted to be comfy.
It's fashion, darling. It's fashion.
I mean, both of you have got this sort of very relaxed...
That's why I defended him.
But that's the look, isn't it?
Thanks, Maya.
You like these ones?
I want to wear them.
Morag says, can't wait to hear Ollie's new single. My daughter Lanny and I have played this song so many times throughout lockdown to motivate us.
Yeah, and Jen says, I was loving Ollie's face with the Shania Twain surprise. So lovely, totally starstruck. You really didn't have a clue, did you?
I didn't know that was going to happen.
I know. And just to finish then, Teresa says, 8 years ago, my daughter bought 14 bantam hens. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Not sure. Sadly, we only have one left called Jessie. She's out in the garden all day. She thinks she's a Jack Russell. And she comes indoors with a dog, so I'm bothered sharing a garden with them.
Do you know, I kind of want them.
Lovely.
I kind of want them.
Well, that is almost all from us tonight. Thank you very much to our guests. So nice to have everybody in the studio with us. We'll see you tomorrow night when we are joined by Catherine Tilsley.
Yeah, time now for some music. Here's Years and Years with a special performance of their new single, Starstruck. We love it.
See you tomorrow.